Hi everybody, Adam here with eTrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Yakima CoreBar roof rack system on our 2019 Jeep Grand Cherokee. With 50-inch crossbars, we can put a bunch of different stuff up on our roof. We would probably have enough room to put a cargo basket up here and maybe a bike rack on top of that. We can put multiple different J-style kayak carriers up on here. And of course, we can put a bunch of different ski and snowboard carriers to carry multiple different skis. When choosing what accessories are going to go up on top of the roof, the only options we really have with the CoreBar is going to be some clamp-on items. We don't have any T-track or anything like that, but that's no big deal. We want to make sure that they can fit a bar width of 3 inches, and these things are only about 1.25 inches thick. Our crossbar spread is going to be fixed since we're using the fixed points on our rails, and that's going to be about 33 inches. Our cargo basket is extremely versatile, so it's going to work great with this crossbar spread, but if you have a cargo box or if you choose to go with a different basket for whatever reason, just make sure that it is going to be able to fit up on top of this roof with a 33-inch crossbar spread. These bars are going to sit up about 4.5 inches from the top of our roof to the bottom of the bar. So if you do have a basket like ours or a box, it's not going to affect our back antenna. And also, we don't have to worry about not being able to open our sunroof. I have it open, we have no issues there. If you go with a more low profile roof rack system, we might have a little bit of issues fitting some of the accessories up on top of the roof. But if you're just picking the more low profile version just to cut down on some of that wind noise, these are an aerodynamic bar, so they aren't really going to make a whole lot of noise whenever you're going down the road. Since these bars are extremely easy to take on and off, I would definitely recommend getting a lock core set for them. You'll get some keys with your kit just to make sure that someone can just not come up here and just take your whole entire roof rack off. Super quick and easy, which is why I really like this system, but you definitely want to protect your investment and get some locking cores. What I really like about this is whenever you install it, it's super easy. It doesn't take a whole lot of time, but once that is all done, you don't really have to worry about having to remove everything. We have some caps, so these can just live up on your roof if you're not using your bars. All in all, I would definitely recommend getting this system just because I really like this mounting system. We do have other bars that these feet will work with, but if you're not really wanting to use the T-track, I would definitely just recommend getting the CoreBar. And it really is something that's going to add a lot to your Grand Cherokee, so you could do a lot more with it. First thing we want to do is prepare our mounting kit. What we're going to get is this piece and our other piece. This is going to go on the track, and this is going to go on top of that. Go ahead and take the cover off, and what we're going to be doing is taking this bolt, putting on a lock washer and a normal washer, and the way it's going to go in, this is going to go in your track. This is going to fit really nicely up on top, and then we're going to take our hardware and fish it through. What I'm using to get up onto our roof is this hitchmate step. It just goes right over the wheel. I really like this just because it's going to make it easy to install our roof rack, and if you want to take it off, it's going to be easy to do that. Also to put up accessories and load up cargo. The nice thing about it is adjustable, so if you do have a higher sitting Jeep, this is a factory ride height, you can adjust accordingly. Now what we want to do is go on the very farthest back bolt. It does include a tool to take out the bolt. I already did it in the front, so we need to do the farthest back bolt and the farthest forward bolt and undo those. Might as well do them all at the same time. I just went ahead and did it already. Doesn't take too much effort. What you want to do is whenever you take it out, find a nice place for these to live, as the roof rack's going to stay on there, or at least the feet at least. Now we can go ahead and mount our hardware. One thing to take into account is there are arrows on this bottom side, and that's going to be facing inward towards the roof rack. So line that up, put them together, and start threading it in. We do have another Allen key that comes with the kit to tighten this down. Get it hand tight like this. and then you can go ahead and torque it down to the specifications in our instructions. The nice thing about the landing pads and the feet is if we wanted to take the roof rack out if we're not using it, we have a cap. So these will stay on here, and they're extremely low profile. We have a little cap to keep all that water out, so it's pretty much ready to rip whenever you want to install the bars again. The Skyline towers are ready to go out of the box. All we got to do is just get access to this bottom little thing with our Allen key and line it up. Making sure that the doors are going to be facing out. We don't want to tighten this down completely yet, just because we do have to take some measurements to make sure we get it in the right spot. Just get it loosely on there to where we can still move this around, but the foot doesn't fall off. And we're going to do that same exact thing for the other side. The measurement we want to take is from the center of this mounting kit to the center of that one over there. Do your very best to get a pretty accurate measurement. We will be able to deviate a little bit, but the more accurate the better. Right now it's about 41.5 inches. Now we're going to take that 41.5 inches and get the same exact measurement on our feet. So there's a little hole here. We want to line it up, get it from center to 41.5. But also to keep in mind, we want to get the same amount of bar on the outside of the feet to be even, so it doesn't look a little weird on our roof. Once that's done, we can go ahead and take our Allen key, put it back in the slot, and tighten these down. Want to make sure that the foot doesn't move around while we're tightening this, just to make sure we keep that measurement in line. Now what we want to do is open up the cap on the end. It's going to allow it to sit into place. And the larger side of the bar, we want that to face forward. It's kind of like an airplane wing. It's going to help it be nice and aerodynamic on the road. Put that in place on both sides. Push it down. And then we can go ahead and close our cap. And that's going to lock it to that foot. And that'll do it for our look at the Yakima CoreBar roof rack system on our 2019 Jeep Grand Cherokee.